I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and then that's heavy.
Yes,
that's a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. That was what a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but. It's the Bob and Tom Show. I'm looking at the world through flies' eyes, looking at the world through flies' eyes, looking at the world through flies' eyes, and you can just buzz off. Well, I think I'll buzz in the front door. I think I'll buzz around the back door screen. I think I'll buzz around your face. And then I'll land on the ceiling. Buzz, 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 buzz. That's soul fly. Well, I think I'll land on some horse manure. I think I'll land on the poop du jour. That's poop of the day, Chick. I think I'll land on a squash possum. And then I'll land on your potato salad. Just washing up. Because I'm looking at the world through flies' eyes. Looking at the world through flies' eyes. Looking at the world through flies' eyes. And you can just buzz off. And you can just buzz off.
I'm pointing at my crotch when
Woo! Look at that.
You're pointing at your crotch?
Yeah, that's what, who does that?
Generation X.
That guy. Yeah. Huh?
Who?
It's some wrestler. Come on, you WWFE. What is it?
Triple H used to do that.
Oh,
He points at his crotch?
yeah, he's a man. He's a bad man. He's pointing at it. How would I know that you wouldn't get the subtle wonderfulness
I just
of
pulled a boxing
professional
glove out of my
wrestling?
ass. Hey, a good, great move.
It's the Bob and
It's a
Tom
star.
Show. Step into the octagon. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
Hello, Christy.
Hey, chick.
Hello, John.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Ace.
Not dirty.
Hey, hello, Willie.
Hey, chick.
Junior Dr. Evil over there rubbing his hands together. Hello, yes.
Put on a little lotion.
Yes, you'll work for me one day, yes. That's right, yes.
Should you survive?
Should you live?
Come on,
Hi,
chick.
Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick
There it
McGee.
is.
That's a nice crisp blue shirt.
That's a good blue.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Spent an hour on this baby last night.
Oh, really? Ironing?
The iron and the ironing board, yeah.
You know, for like $1.50, you could have that done professional.
You don't have that.
They're very friendly.
You see what's happening, though? You caused that. You wrote him a little bit about how his left lapel was wrinkled, I believe, or something like that.
Oh, I gotta go change shirts. I forgot. This is my work shirt. This is a mess. That is a great color on you, Pat.
Oh, thank you. I
must
like
say.
blue, yeah.
And be
Very
honest,
handsome.
is that a different angle?
Every day's a different angle.
Different
yeah.
camera angle?
Yeah.
I'm holding the mic up right now because
Now, Pat, you say you're a little short on cash.
Oh.
Okay, now I'll tell you what. I am
Short
ready
on
to.
cash and horny. Step up, ladies.
I want you to listen very carefully. I am willing
Yeah.
to give you $100 in cash if you shave a pencil-thin mustache out of what you've got going right now.
Come on.
And yes, no, just a second. I'm not done yet. Are you going to throw in 100?
I'm in for 100.
Oh, wait a minute.
So,
Willie, who else? Come on.
It'll be a pencil-thin mustache, and then you have to dye it jet black.
Oh, God.
But you can't say anything to anybody about it. Just
No, you can't go, what mustache? Or,
yeah, you can't go. I'm in a play right now.
No, you can't do it.
Because it's really close right now to being pencil thin.
Yeah, I usually kind of shave this a little bit.
I think it might work for you. I don't see it being as ridiculous on you as I do other people.
I could just see your son Jimmy losing his mind.
Yeah, he would never stop laughing.
Oh, it'd be so entertaining.
This might be the accidental chick magnet that you've been looking for. You don't know.
They love that pencil.
Would he have to shave the rest of it off of his chin and just have the mustache?
Just the pencil thin mustache. Who's the guy? Who's the really funny film director that has that?
John Waters.
John Waters. Yeah, he can pull it off.
And an extra 50 if you carry on a cigarette holder.
Now that I would do. So we're up to 250.
250.
Oh, man.
Pencil thin mustache cigarette holder.
Now, seriously, if you had an extra 250, what could you get out of American Pawn in Lima,
Well, I
Ohio?
could go to Red Lobster once.
Well, that's because you let Jimmy get 2 live lobsters, market price.
Either that or he goes to the tank and gets them himself, I think, is what happens.
He gets one big one in the crab.
I want you to think about it. I also like those glasses. That is a great color on you. You should get like 50 shirts that color.
Okay, that wouldn't be too annoying after a while.
No. You just want to stick with one color. It looks good on you, seriously. Now, we do have a little special treat today.
Oh, God.
Kind of a...
Please tell me the cookies are here and you put them in the microwave.
No, it's not the cookies, you ungrateful.
No, I'm grateful.
I went down. I got the special cookies for you guys.
But no brownies.
Special cookies.
They don't have brownies.
They don't have brownies.
There are places that have them.
There are other places that have them.
He's right about that.
Ace, I want
you want to get him breakfast or not, pal?
Yeah. Let me explain something to you, Ace. I think Willie can help me here. I don't make coffee at my house. Why is that, Willie?
Because the coffee is out there, Ace.
The coffee is out there.
Wait, really quick. Did you get the chocolate sea salt cookies?
No, I got yesterday. What are those? Those are the
pecan nut walnut
walnut bread.
whatever.
They're the best.
Those are good
best.
too.
Yeah, those are the ones that. But see, this is my coffee place has those. You see, this is the coffee place you can't see from the street. It's very obscure.
Speakeasy coffee? What are you?
No, it's just this very.
Do you have to have a secret knock to get in?
No, you just have to know how to find it, and it's pretty tricky because you have to turn. You have to turn by this walkway, and there are people always crossing. And
I can't imagine why he's not doing better business. I don't know what the problem
Is it like that bar we used to go to in an alley?
It's even more obscure than that, yeah. But the point is the cookies are here, but that's not the surprise for today.
What's the surprise for today?
Well, do you want it now or do you want to wait?
Now.
I guess it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Well, considering it's never worth it, let's do it now.
I have heartburn, so
Never worth it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
cheese.
Part-time, Josh Arnold is here. And Josh, what are you doing this weekend?
Wait a
Going
minute.
fishing this weekend.
I take everything back. This is totally worth it now.
He actually did it?
You're going
You
on
actually did this?
Yes. You actually did this? God, it's yesterday Kelly's giving me a hard time about something. I said, I had this idea. I said, I had that idea 20 years ago and never acted on it. She goes, you never act on your ideas. I said, I've produced more than 100 albums. I do things. I'm busy. So Josh going on your fishing trip. Explain who's going.
The annual Arnold Brothers fishing trip. So my
Where are you going?
3 brothers and I were all going to the Lake of the Ozarks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go. Drum roll.
Oh, my God.
The Arnold Brothers.
Is that amazing?
Bass to Mouth Tour T-shirt.
Oh, those are nice.
Look at that. It's way nicer than I thought it would
nicer
be.
than I
great
thought
on
it would
white.
be.
Look at that fish.
And
That's incredible.
And, by the way, I had to get the rather unusual sizes, so this involved going to several stores. Well, no, Josh said I want...
Wait a minute. What size is that? That looks...
I said my brothers are all 2Xs, and I could probably use a 3X.
So I had to get
That's all.
I had to get three 2Xs and one 3X. But PJ did a really nice job.
Yes, he did.
We got the big fish on there. And, of course, the name of your event this year, it says October 2020, the Bass to Mouth Tour.
Oh, man. They're going to go nuts.
Yes. Aren't those
Yeah.
great?
Oh, those
That
are
is a
awesome.
great
yeah,
surprise.
Thank you so much.
Everybody could tell that this is real excitement. My dad is very excited
Yes,
about
he
this.
is.
He
He's
is.
very...
Yesterday,
I had to go to my friends that had to get them done in one day. This is not easy.
Each shirt cost $80.
Yes. CD delivery. If we can probably put them at the Bob and Tom store, but to recoup the money, they'll have to be $100.
I saw my dad yesterday at 1 p.m. He goes, well, it's happening. It's all happening. I go, what's going on? He
It's
goes,
all happening.
I'm going to get the shirts. And he's just through the roof excited.
yeah, man, that's
And I
awesome.
just go-
Very
I
complicated.
go, you know what would be really funny? What if you got shirts for me, Chick, Ace, Pat, and Christy, and we kind of made it seem like you were going to give us the day off, and then we were all going to go kind of ruin Josh's vacation. And my dad goes, damn it, I should have thought of that. Furious. He didn't think
So I called Amy and I said, hey, can we get 5 more of these. It's too late.
It's too
That was a great idea, Willie. Next time.
Wait a minute.
Those are wonderful.
Are we going to the Ozarks too?
No.
Oh, come on. Let's do it. Surprise.
One year we will all go to the Ozarks and we can broadcast from my brother's house.
Yes, we will.
That'll be fun. Right on the dock.
Now, I want to say something here, real quick.
There's never been a better time to get
we
the
have
houseboat.
in the history of this show, we have tried various stunts like that.
Right.
Broadcasting from a fan's house. One time we brought on 2 of Bob's high school buddies.
Oh yeah.
And in the words of Rocky Squirrel, that trick never works.
Oh, the show will suffer.
And it's not just because they were Bob's friends. They were bland. I mean, they were just, whatever. I mean, they were nice guys, but nothing happened.
It was like
man.
going to a wedding and they hand the microphone to too many people.
Yeah.
And they're drunk. And I got this great story. I forget most of it, but let's see. Before he married this chick, I remember we were in Louisville with a hooker in the trunk, and she got locked in. And people are going, "No, stop!" But it wasn't that good.
No.
So,
those are one. Thank you so much. Now, my brother's going to go berserk, and
now
we will.
All we ask. 1 photograph of the 4 of you together wearing the shirts.
Oh, you're at least going to get one, yeah.
Yes, and no pants. That would be on a dock, pantless, just the shirts.
It's 4 brothers. Of course they're not going to wear pants. Come on.
Great. and then what are you looking at me like that for?
Careful what you wish for.
John, he's walked around here without his pants on. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm seeing my therapist today because of that.
Pat, write that down. Our next song is going to be called Careful What You Wish For. Okay, well, we have a lot to get to today. We've got some bunch of stuff from the overnights. If you want to get a hold of us, there's a bunch of different ways. What's the easiest way, Josh?
Oh, man, email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. The best way, though, text us, 888-262-8661. I get 69 cents per text.
You get nothing?
Well, my lawyers will be in touch.
Lawyers?
Just that simple.
That's right.
Oh,
You have a team now.
Did you hire one because the other one's suing you and get paid for your last outing?
I'm not going to air my dirty laundry.
We'd love to hear from you. Well, we have some great things from the overnight emails, as a matter of fact, coming up today. Thank you very much. Some windbags. And that's an honor in this program to be called a windbag.
Yes.
You're correcting something that we got wrong, which is pretty much everything. So we'll be happy to do that. Do we have any sports teasers?
Well, it looks like we got trouble, people. That's
right here in River City.
That starts with T. That also Tennessee starts with T. The commissioner's gonna. There's a lot of interesting things going on and with COVID and the Titans, and We'll talk about it. Dwayne Haskins gets benched.
The COVID and the Titans. And
that's 2 games too late. Major League Baseball playoffs. We got a world record. We got John Daly being John Daly. And
great John Daly story.
A lady with a Guinness World Record. Something about her body.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Body.
We'll certainly look forward to all those things. Right now, I want to remind you, speaking of records, record performance right now by criminals in the world of cybercrime. Thank you, FBI. Criminals are using a combination of fake and real information and creating new identities. And part of that identity, perhaps, your social security number. This can lead to lots and lots of problems. It's called identity theft, and it's happening right now more than ever, and you don't want to be a victim. So this is why I recommend LifeLock. It's a service designed to detect a wide range of identity threats, especially that social security number being for sale on the dark web. As a matter of fact, LifeLock has a very special program right now where you can get a free check on that. That's right. They'll help you out real quick. Just go to lifelock.com/scan. SCAN, and find out if someone is trying to unload your social security number for whatever, $20 or something. Here you go. This might come in handy. No, you don't want that to happen to you. So remember, nobody can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can find out if your information is on the dark web. And LifeLock scans for lots of other stuff. If someone's trying to buy a car using your name or many, many other things, they can spot that and let you know. So check out LifeLock. It's a great service. girls. I'm a big fan. And right now, once again, that free dark web scan, LifeLock.com/scan. Pick up the plan that's right for you, by the way. And save 25% off your first year. LifeLock, very inexpensive. And you'll sleep better because of it. The code, by the way, is Tom25. Free scan, LifeLock.com/scan, and 25% off the LifeLock service with the code Tom25. Coming up, some stuff in sports. We have, again, Bears in the news. Sure.
Yeah, I'll have a surfing update, too.
Surf's up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Thursday morning. It's October 8th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us here. I'm Bob and Tom 24/7. Got a great show for you today. West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson going to be zooming in. Not just a comedian, now an author of a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? You can check that out at aljacksonlive.com. Al's also the co-host of Daily Blast Live, a syndicated television show seen throughout the country, perhaps in a television market where you live. Check it out today. Al Jackson on the way. And later this morning, comedian Dwight Slade. On a Thursday, October 8th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Filming on the new Jurassic World movie starring Chris Pratt has been suspended for 2 weeks in the UK because of COVID-19 cases on set. It was reported there were a few positive tests for the virus. Individuals then tested negative shortly after, but filming will be pausing for 2 weeks regardless. Universal Pictures also announced the release of Jurassic World Domination has been delayed till June of 2022. Sean Diddy Combs is dangerous, so is Mariah Carey, but neither as dangerous as Anna Kendrick. The virus software maker McAfee says Kendrick tops its list of the most dangerous celebrities to search for online for 2020. Searches for Anna Kendrick can result in malicious websites that can install malware onto your devices. You've been warned. And for the first time in about 3,000 years, Tasmanian devils are returning to mainland Australia. No, not the cartoon doppelganger that meat-eating marsupials really are a big deal in Australia. Several factors have forced them to migrate from Australia to Tasmania, but now a conservation group's been releasing batches of the little devils back into the Australian wild. The 11 most recently released began exploring their new home at a wildlife refuge in New South Wales. Almost immediately, conservationists have been trying to boost the devil's population for years. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, Allie, you better scour your phone. Get off the naughty pics.
I will.
Just remember, every time you take a nude picture and send it to a boy, your dad loses a year of his life.
Oh my gosh.
So you're slowly murdering your father. I want you to know that.
And Josh knows that because sadly his dad is gone.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Your girl complains about the way you love her. It's just the same old mattress dance each time. Nothing's ever new. Wham, bam, and you are through. Well, why not try these moves I found online? Do the Cleveland steamer or try the donkey punch. The old Egyptian tea bag could be the perfect lunch. She'll love a Gaylord Perry or the old rusty trombone. And a German knuckle cake will really make her moan. She thinks you're immature and sometimes boring. So spice things up and cruise the internet. Google will retrieve some things you won't believe. So give your girl a night she won't forget. Do the dirty Sanchez or try the change machine. The Pasadena mudslide will really make her scream. Try a Roman helmet or the good old minivan. Or do a Pittsburgh platter to prove that you're the man. The old Moroccan meatball, a Bulgarian gas mask. The Alabama Hot Pocket, it's best she doesn't ask. The disappearing panda or the raspberry beret. The San Juan Capistrano just might make her day. Give her the dirty muskie or try the snowmobile. I'm sure a Boston pancake will really make her squeal.
Duke's 19 to Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I say money, you say money. Money.
Money.
Congratulations to Chancellor Finkley. Winner of $1,000. You could be winning too. Pay close attention to Q95 throughout the day for the mellifluous voice of, I think, me telling you how to win.
Yeah.
Christy's got a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny and 76. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 52. 80 tomorrow. It's 48 right now.
It's gorgeous outside.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Today, the handsome factor kicking in very early.
Oh, all I did was kind of brush my hair up with my fingers.
I was talking to Mr. Godwin. Mr. Godwin with his beautiful blue shirt. Wear that every day, Pat.
Every day.
And then once again, Pat has he's kind of a
And remember his
random shaver. We've suggested
his new book, 8 days, 8 different camera angles.
This is a good one. Leave this one. That's a very good camera angle if you're watching on the YouTube. Let's see now. I think maybe the pencil thin mustache. God, that'd be so great.
Are we going to get to see your new hair ever?
Nope.
Nope.
Not until it grows out a little bit.
Okay, that's another long story.
That'd be a whole show.
Where was I? Speaking of
You
handsome.
could be the Dennis Rodman of our show. You could start dyeing your hair different, like red and green for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What male celebrity is famous for the most different hairstyles?
Oh, gosh.
Boy,
That's a good question.
It might be Rodman.
It might be Rodman, right?
Has to be, yeah.
I don't know. That's I'll have to give that some thought. In the meantime, I should introduce Ace Cosby as our engineer. Ace has great hair, but he always wears a cap over it. Similarly, I always wear a cap. I don't have great hair anymore. Let's see. Chick McGee's over there. There's Josh. Christy, of course, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And then
But it looks like you have great hair because you cover it up with the cap. It's very nice.
Yeah.
You still have enough that...
Yeah, I didn't ever wear a hat on the air in here until I had this eye issue, so I have to have it because of the lights.
What happened to your William Kunstler sideburns there? I like those when you let them go and get bushy.
Get really big.
I like those.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen. Willie G happens to be one of my sons. Has great hair. I gotta get a DNA test. Let's see now.
Oh, no, it's for now. You can tell. It's all. You think? Yeah.
Oh, Willie!
Wow.
And I only speak from experience, Willie. You can tell.
I hate that you mean this right now. I'm gonna cry. No, I think I'm okay.
I think he's okay. His
May I?
Okay.
Yeah, go
You're gonna go bald.
You're gonna go bald. I think I'll be okay.
His grandfather on his mother's side had a great head of hair, and his your uncle Jim has an incredible head of hair. Not the other Jim, not my Jim's.
I mean, you should have seen him in the casket. 52, bad heart, great head of hair though.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, and then my grandfather, great head of hair. Dead at 40, but great head of hair. Chick, you want to take this one?
Oh, my God. I'm setting records for my family being this age. No one's ever lived this old. In my family, males for the past, I think there was one guy in my great-grandfather's brother.
And he's spoken of like he's a legend.
Yes, he's a legend. We heard tell of him. Yeah.
That's where they got the name for that service, 23andMe. No one in McGee's family made it to 23.
That's why my grandfather was 47, my dad was 43, and now I'm 62 for hell's sake. So I'm out here in rare air. And plus, look at any insurance actuary table. I should have been dead 30 years ago.
Sure. That's why we were saying, don't turn today's show off.
That's exactly. This might be my last.
This could be the last one.
Yeah.
It'd be really awful if it did happen.
Yes.
But there's kind of a lilt in your voice. Boy, that'd be really awful if that happened.
No, I was just looking at Mr. Oskey to make sure that we taped it.
I want a park and a freeway and a nice.
This gets to a point that we were
Kodak moment.
Willie and I were talking about this. Do you really want a freeway named after you? When you think about the Dan Ryan. I mean, Dan Ryan's soul. If you've ever been to Chicago, you're saying Dan Ryan, then followed by the word "damn it," probably an F or an S in there.
Yeah.
Do you really want that? Same thing with being named after a disease. I don't know. I think Mr. Garrick would have said, look, I'll tell you what, rather than name the disease after me, why don't we cure it? And then I'll just die in obscurity at the age of, say, 95.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, name the cure after me, will you?
A dog was run over on the Chickabee Expressway.
Yeah, just, you don't want that.
Chick, how about you get a sandwich named after you, man? That's what you want in life.
And why hasn't that happened yet?
We should have at least a Bob and Tom sandwich somewhere. A lot of ham, right?
Ham.
Yeah, I was just trying to think what would be in it.
Mostly filler.
It looks like all form. Looks like a sandwich. You open it up.
And if Josh keeps taking days off, your sandwich will have less bread, much like your paycheck.
Less bread, baby.
Nice.
Has anyone ever said that to you and meant it?
You got any extra bread?
I'm out of bread.
No. I wouldn't mind it. I always like that term. I know Chick hates
which one? Extra bread. Yeah.
I prefer I like sort of 50s beatnik era.
I know
slang.
you do. Jazz lettuce and bread.
Ah, man, I'm kind of short on bread. I love it. Now that I think about it, if I saw somebody, I'm short on bread, man. Can you think you could spot me? I would love it.
Yeah, I have one friend in particular that speaks fluent 50s jazz beatnik, and not to be ironic.
Right.
How did I know you would?
It's got to be a musician.
Oh, of course.
Of course, yes.
Very good one, as a matter of fact.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So the name of this article is 26 beatnik slang words and phrases we should all start using.
Great. Okay, let's try them out on me, see if I know them.
Let's see. A shape and a drape.
Oh,
I don't know that.
I already like it.
Hey, man. Check out that shape and a drape.
A woman in a dress?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do it backwards. Why don't I give you some and see if they're in there? Is a fall by in there?
No. The only F they have is focus your audio.
Hey, focus your audio, man.
That means listen carefully.
No, I've never heard that one either. I mean, fall by. I'd say, Christy, if your pad, which would be your apartment or your flat, whatever, I'm going to fall by this afternoon.
You're going to drop over?
Yeah, not drop over. I'm going to fall by, and then maybe we can ball.
All right. Direct.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's actionable, what you just did.
No, we're doing it where this is role playing.
So by drop over, you meant drop a boiling pot of water over his ass.
If I tried to ball, she would drop over my head. Thank you very much.
I don't think you've heard of any of these, but they're actual beatnik slang.
This is a bad list you've got there.
No, or maybe yours is just
This sounds
different
like these
slang.
are deep cuts, it seems like. What else do you got?
Tom has bright disease.
Bright disease?
These are all
He
bad.
knows too much.
No, this is a terrible website. None of these are real.
All right,
I bet they were real.
I bet they were real too. Because
Daddy-o.
Just because you don't know them. You were a kid.
I don't know a single Here's one beatnik thing, kind of music thing. No one has ever been able to pull off, in my opinion, and that is groovy. It never.
We talked about this. Groovy has gone out, but cool has kind of hung in there.
Yeah, cool's been around forever.
And
Josh
never
says right on a lot.
But groovy sounds ridiculous.
You've never heard Bruce Campbell say it in the Evil Dead movies. Then he nails it.
Does he?
Groovy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was kind of ruined by that song. Feeling groovy.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
That is terrible. I mean, I suppose maybe a really, really old jazz dude, from Mississippi might be able to pull it off, but I don't think.
Okay, this has Daddy-o. This has fall in, fall out. It doesn't have fall by.
I don't think this is a very good
Hen
one.
house, sorority house.
Hen house is hilarious.
Hey.
I'm going to be a beatnik.
Hustling Hershey.
What's fall in mean?
That should means you're taking X-Lax.
See, these are fake. This is somebody's invented this list.
These are all very good.
The Hershey Squirts. You've heard that.
No, none of these are real.
I'm hustling Hershey right now.
Are you really? You got some
man.
stomach issues?
It's pretty groovy.
Okay, these are the top 2 on Google, and you're not recognizing either one of them just because you don't know them. Is that right?
Oh, what's the source on this?
It's actually from the
Urban
International
Dictionary, a website called Dusty Old Thing. I'm not sure what that means.
Snapdon'tclap.com.
Is this one of those things where you have to sit through a commercial before you get to each word? Because this is certainly taking a long time.
You have a weird thing going on in your brain. A movie, a flick, Police,
yeah.
The Fuzz.
The flicks sort of stuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Netflix, I think, is the
latest. This list has Ginchiest. That's the best or the greatest. I've heard that.
Ginchiest?
Never.
Ginchiest.
I have heard that.
I've heard Ginchiest.
I haven't heard that one of my teachers used to say that. I haven't heard that in 30 years, if not more.
The number 1 phrase on this site, which is Dusty Old Thing, X-ray eyes. That means you know everything, man. You see it all. There you go.
That one hasn't lingered, has it? No. But I mean, flicks. Look, I mean, Netflix. Yeah. And we got Netflix news today, by the way.
Oh, really?
That's something we were talking about 2 months ago. That is a common irritant about Netflix, and they may be doing something about it.
Huh.
You want to tell them what I'm talking about, Christy? Have you seen the story?
Is it the "Are you still watching" button?
Yes.
You can disable it?
Yeah, I don't know the news story.
Not yet. They're apparently trying to. I can't stand that.
I hate it.
Why?
Well, you didn't give me.
It's none of their business.
Are
you still watching?
Let me tell you something. If you mess up Netflix for us, people are going to not be happy. Okay?
Just saying.
I know Netflix knows exactly what I want when I want it.
You didn't print that.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right.
There's a few of these sort of design flaws, like Netflix, Are You Still Watching?
Yeah,
and then Alsman pointed out that on the iPhone, when you're closing down your apps, you can't just do it in one clean sweep. You have to bup
exactly.
each individual. And now I can't stop thinking about it every time I do it.
There's some shortcut that you can do that.
Okay, I guess you can.
You can hold it on, and
I'm sure we'll be getting a letter from somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is, I don't think those are really good beatnik terms.
Well,
so what are your favorite beatnik terms?
Groovy, daddy-o.
Those are all on here, but they have others. I mean, there are. I'm looking at 34 right now that has bread, cat, chick, crazy, daddy-o, hipster.
Those are the good ones.
Kicks,
well,
later.
All right, so Chick was sharing with us.
You were reading the ones that.
Yeah.
This is the 6th list I've gone to because you're insane. Okay. Shape of the Drapes on here that you didn't hear, but you didn't hear of, but all the other. The Man, Nowhere.
What's Nowhere?
Nowhere is opposite of hip. Man, you're nowhere.
I love it.
Well, you've heard the song "Nowhere
Now,
Man."
you've heard that. Nowhere.
Is that
See
what
how
the Beatles?
snotty he is during conversation?
That can't be what Nowhere Man is
I don't think that's what that's about.
You're nowhere, man.
That's not what's real nowhere, man. Oh, you nowhere plans for nobody.
But as Chick has pointed out, the word "cool"
Focus your
has
audio
been around for a long time, and "cool" seems to have stuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Jungled up, having a place to live, or specific living arrangements. This is the sentence.
I've got a feeling that jungled up won't be around anymore.
No.
All I know is that he's jungled up with that guy.
Has rather unfortunate connotations.
Gin Mill is on here.
What's a gin mill?
That's.
Could you read some of the ones that anybody's ever heard of, please?
I've done ones you've heard of. You're insane. People are hearing that live on the radio that you're nuts.
Okay,
why am I talking so high? My fake anger on this is off the charts.
Okay, cool it, Daddy-o.
There we go. See?
Why don't remember the beatnik that moved into Foghorn Leghorn's?
Yeah, man. When he played the guitar.
Man, yeah, and he was really the ladies loved him, and Foghorn couldn't stand it.
He had sunglasses on and a beret.
Yeah,
sunglasses, of course, known as T-shades.
No, never known that way. Never.
I'm sorry. Where were we? Oh, I know.
I'm out.
Let's see. Coming up, we have sports. Oh, we have it right now. What have you got over there?
The NFL's investigating into how Tennessee turned into the league's first virus outbreak. And the league says it found, but is not being specific, several specific incidents of the Titans possibly breaking protocols dealing with the virus, according to a person with knowledge of the probe. Also, Tom, please listen. Do your Sudoku now. The headmaster of a private school in Nashville confirmed to reporters that several Titans, including the quarterback Ryan Tannehill, practiced at the private school the day before the NFL first postponed Tennessee's game with Pittsburgh. Now, you recall they weren't allowed to have contact, but they went to somebody's kid's school. They knew the headmaster, and they were practicing on the field.
Cool. I mean, wouldn't that be great?
No.
You're at school, you go out there.
Yeah,
hey, man,
breaking
look,
rules.
Tannehill's out there.
Yeah, you of all people, they're spreading the virus.
I know. Sorry.
That's
Again, they're going to... I heard a guy yesterday make a really good point. He said, this sounds like when Major League Baseball got back up and running, they had a couple of glitches, and they really buckled down, and they got it fixed. So,
yeah.
And also, I think that it's certainly possible we've learned that anything can be moved. So if they had to take a 2-week break in the NFL schedule,
including your bowel,
the world wouldn't end.
Right. They'll figure it out.
If they said, okay, we got to get the NBA, again, kudos. They did it right. So did the NHL. Baseball's got it under control, it would appear. Obviously, they're almost ready for a World Series. But
and I think
if worse came to worse, the NFL could shut down for 2 weeks, get it all figured out, and then get back to it and move the Super Bowl a couple weeks, and the world wouldn't end.
And the only reason the NFL didn't have a bubble, I think, is because they have enough static from the Players Association about staying in their home cities during a bye week.
Yeah.
So
a friend of mine who was sort of involved in this said the Players Association wouldn't let them do the bubble. So they're getting what they deserve, if that's the case.
So when I said it, you didn't hear it. But when a friend of yours, which is a guy who makes cookies at a bakery, he said it, and you went, oh, yeah.
It wasn't a guy who makes cookies at a bakery. It was a guy that's in there. You know what I'm saying? In the room where it happens. You know what I'm talking about, Christy? Oh, yeah. Have you watched Hamilton? I want to be in the room where it happens.
I have not watched Hamilton.
Well, that's why you
Hey, Josh, have you seen Hamilton yet? Man, you got to.
Oh, yeah, I heard, man. I heard I've got to watch. Everybody's telling me I got to watch it. So watch how quickly I go ahead and do that. When everyone tells me to do something, I tend to jump on it.
Oh, you must watch it. You simply must.
Opium for the masses.
It's if you want to watch it. It's fine.
Josh is the only one who starred in a musical. My goal in life was to be Riff in West Side Story, and unless they do it about a very aging gang,
this could be accidentally very important and expository for Tom Griswold.
When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way.
You could maybe be in West Palm Story.
Yes. And once again, what part would you have in Hamilton, Tom, that you could nail? The song?
Of course, I'd have to be the king.
He truly thinks if
now if you've seen it, the guy that does it is absolutely brilliant.
It's a wonderful vocal.
I mean, even the way he moves is brilliant. He's an incredible singer. No, but it is kind of a talk sing, although he takes it way beyond that.
He's Jonathan Groff. The guy's been on Broadway since he was
I'm saying, I'm telling you, he's a genius.
And you could do as good a job.
No. But it's fun to walk around the.
Cheer for it.
They enjoy themselves.
Josh, I know, and it's how can I phrase this? It is parts of most of Hamilton is hip hop, but this particular part is not. It's a very traditional Broadway song.
Broadway.
I'm sure if I watched it, the same thing that happens.
You could do that role
every time I watch a music. I get dragged there, kicking and screaming, and then I end up really enjoying it. That's what happens. So, I would probably enjoy it.
No one ever. I can give you a list of ones you wouldn't enjoy.
Well, there have been those too.
Yeah, but no, you could. You'd love to sing. You'd love that song. It's really brilliant. But you could pull it off because you can sing.
Oh, well, you can sing. Thank you.
Not at your level. Now,
and I'm far superior in many things, but I still.
Yeah.
Focus your audio.
I certainly agree. You have
Focus your audio, man.
You have the ability to sit through dreadful movies all the way to the end.
I do, yeah.
I'll get up and leave half my popcorn.
What? No.
Yes. Well,
you're insane. You take your popcorn with you.
I've walked out of more movies than any of you.
But you take your popcorn.
Yeah.
You got to take the popcorn.
Depends which place it is.
Because it's just going to be some kid afterwards, and
I walked out of the Harley Quinn movie. That's the most recent one I walked. I don't think I told you that. It wants to be what is it?
I wouldn't have walked in, so there's that.
Deadpool. It wants to be Deadpool so bad.
I'll tell you what. We have a lot coming up today. And got an Ocean Spray cranberry juice update that I'm kind of excited about.
Baseball playoffs continue. We'll have it coming back.
Okay.
And then we've got the Netflix story that I forgot to print for Christy. I could have sworn I hit print on that one. Right now, if you are, shall we say, do you have your whistle over there?
My slide whistle?
Yeah, okay. Do a descending. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. If you're no longer able to go, listen to this.
He's directing me as if I don't know. It's supposed to go
He was
up
even
or
holding
down.
a baton as though he were composing.
Come on, stupid! You can barely blow it. Come on,
buddy.
Thank you, Tom, for directing.
That, by the way, is my favorite Bugs Bunny scene where he's got his ears looking like Leopold Stokowski.
The guys in the orchestra goes, Leopold. That is funny.
Classic.
On my deathbed, I want to watch those cartoons. If you can't get the descending notes on your whistle, if you will, listen to this. Roman is a pharmaceutical distributor. You've probably heard your friends talk about the various things that can assist in this world these days. The real stuff, you know what I'm talking about. And Roman can distribute that, and that's what they do. And you're saying, I don't want to go to my family doctor. It's embarrassing. Well, guess what? You don't have to with Roman. You will deal with a healthcare professional online, and they can prescribe the real medication if you are indeed a candidate for it. It's that simple. And a special offer from Roman right now. They've got, of course, their famous free 2-day shipping. And how much is that healthcare professional exam, Jeff?
Free.
That's free also. So where are we right now? What's the special bonus? Oh, I know. $15 off your first order of ED treatment when you go to GetRoman.com. ED, tough to deal with? Not anymore. And maybe it's time you got part of your life back. This is where you blow the whistle and go.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Which way? I'm sorry. I'm lost.
Up. There you go. Could you make it a little bit longer? There we go. That's what we're talking about.
You just blow it.
Never mind. Go to GetRoman.com/wood today. If approved, you get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. I am Mr. ED. That's GetRoman.com/wood for $15. Would you have preferred Ed Wood? Would that be? That's GetRoman.com/wood. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you back with some exciting sports. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday morning, and Josh Arnold getting ready to head off on his fishing trip with his brothers, an annual event, so he's looking forward to that, and he'll be off on Friday. So we'll try to make do, but again, the final day of Josh this week as he prepares for the Arnold Brothers fishing trip coming up this weekend. It's going to be fun, and we're going to miss you, Josh. Get those fishing lures ready to go. More of the Bob and Tom Show after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball playoffs in the American League. Oakland forces a fourth game, beating Houston by a score of 9-7. Houston holding a 2-1 lead in that series. Tampa Bay over the Yankees 8-4. They lead 2-1. National League Series, Atlanta leads the Miami Marlins 2-1 after blanking the Marlins last night 2-0. And the Dodgers sweep the Padres, a 3-game sweep. They win last night 6-5. And the NFL investigation into how Tennessee turned in the league's first COVID-19 outbreak found several specific incidents of the Titans possibly breaking protocols dealing with the pandemic, according to a person with knowledge of the probe. Also, the headmaster of a private school in Nashville confirmed to reporters that several Titans, including quarterback Ryan Tannehill, practiced there just one day before the NFL postponed Tennessee's game with Pittsburgh before rescheduling the game to October 25th. Commissioner Goodell warned all 32 teams that protocol violations forcing changes in the schedule could lead to forfeiting games. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
Have enjoyed the Edie's Pie program.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure you have.
I believe I heard y'all talking about lobster a while back.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I've always felt the same like you said, Tom. If lobsters walk the earth instead of kindly swimming into traps, I don't believe we need the crustacean with the coarse outer shell.
Yeah.
You know, the same way you don't really see armadillos on the 2 for $20 at Applebee's.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Comedian Mickey Joseph has joined us in the studios.
There's a porno actor in California now who's taken the name Ricky Ricardo.
No, there isn't.
Oh yeah, which kind of changes. You know. Oh yes, I'm Cuban Pete. I've got 10 pounds of hanging meat. And every time I go, jig, jiggy, boom, jig, jiggy, boom, jig, jiggy, boom. Oh, yes, I'm Cuban Pete. Mine goes halfway across the street. And every time I go, jig, jiggy, boom, jig, jiggy, boom, jig, jiggy, boom. Hey, senorita, how would you like a big burrito? It's very nice. So full of spice. Hey, why don't we go down to my place in San Francisco? I'm hard as metal. Just ask Freteneto.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. Like she was trying to say, hey, Matt, here's 2 things you're not getting into tonight.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Frank Caliendo.
Some dude is on Bob and Tom doing your freaking voice, Jim.
Maybe you're not listening right now.
Make it stop, Van Smack. I'm hearing echoes again, Van Smack. Make it stop, Jim.
Well, maybe that Grand Canyon that you have between your ears.
That's not sus.
Not unlike Alf, you just cracked yourself up. Look out, because you're going to be eating a cat in about 5 minutes.
We're making more echoes of freaking Lou Gehrig, Jim.
What a great speech that was. Lou Gehrig. No one has ever topped that speech.
The luckiest freaking man on the face of the world.
He truly was.
He did not suck.
No, he did not suck. And that day was the luckiest day for him.
Rack him.
Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is Bob.
You already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity to trade your boat.
Yeah, between us, we got a pretty good brain. 646 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
If you ruin pork farming for me,
I love pork farming. I have the patties that are pork sausage. Josh has had them in my house.
I'll have a BLT, hold the L&T.
that's fine. Let's be honest, and hold the B.
Fill my mouth with bacon.
Coming up, your shot at $1,000, so pay close attention. Also, don't forget tonight, My Indie TV 23 highlights from the Bob and Tom Show. That's us. You can see Pat's cool blue shirt and Christy's lovely visage. Welcome back.
Okay.
Well, that was close.
I have to step in here.
You got
real
to stop
quick.
the music? I'm sorry.
Real quick.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yes.
Pat has never more looked like he's in the room with us, but he's a giant. This angle, and the clarity of the picture is
yeah. Well, we should explain that. All we have is where Pat used to sit. We have a giant screen, and he's in another room.
A bit large.
By the way, you sound really good this morning. Did Eddie and Dee
we did some tweaking. Yeah, did some tweaking.
That's very nice. And,
okay,
again,
let me fix the mic. Hey,
there's $250 at stake for Pat to get a pencil-thin mustache.
Not doing it.
Here's I've got a better idea.
Anybody else in?
I'll get Christine in here. We'll mask her up, glove her up, and she can shave a pencil-thin mustache on you, then dye it black, and you only have to keep it for a week.
A week?
$250.
I don't remember dyeing it black.
Oh, that's the best part.
Dyeing it black? Okay.
It'll look so ridiculous with this real light hair.
You are a bully.
A bully?
Boy, I need grocery money, though.
Wouldn't that be entertaining?
You know what? You are a bully, and I feel bad that I got caught up in it.
Hey, wait a minute. We have to wear a mask anyway. It would just be at home.
Oh, but God, when you took it off in front of somebody, they just...
Oh, God, well, you got to do that.
Oh, wait a minute. I'd be on the air like
It's,
that.
it's very difficult, especially for a white dude, to pull off a pencil-thin mustache and not look ridiculous.
You think?
Yeah. Remember who was the sports guy, the dean of
Frank DeFord.
Yeah, Frank DeFord. That just looks so ridiculous. Because you got to spend so much time staring at yourself in the mirror and very delicately shaving. Just the whole time you're going, God, I am so handsome. You look ridiculous. There's nothing in this. Although I do love the great Jimmy Buffett song, Pencil Thin Mustache. But you'll notice that Mr. Buffett hasn't grown one because he knows it would look ridiculous. I'm sorry. So, Pat, what do you think you're in?
I might be in.
What if we I'll tell you what.
I might be in.
I'll make it a little easier.
The mask.
I'll make it a little easier. What if we just did it for 2 days?
Oh, I'm in.
Okay. So you keep growing. So then in about a week,
damn it,
there's enough to...
Why don't we just draw it on a mask and he could wear it on a mask?
Why don't we just Photoshop it?
If we draw it, there's no humiliation.
Yeah, but if we put it on the mask, everyone will see
Everybody
it.
will see it.
Wait, can we shave him clean and then just kind of Groucho draw one on with a Sharpie?
I'd rather do that.
No, it's got to be real.
Yeah,
Or he could do the Jordan. Remember, Jordan had the Hitler mustache there for a little
Briefly.
bit?
It's the Jordan.
That's how cool Michael Jordan is.
No. That's how
Nobody
cool.
said anything.
That's how cool he thought he was.
Yeah.
And then I think the Hanes underwear people said, hey, look, Mike.
They let him do a commercial.
I thought that was a branding thing for when he was selling hair Jordans.
Yeah, as I've often said, that I think the one style that will never come back is the Hitler mustache.
Oh,
I don't know. I thought that he was just a big fan of City Lights. You know, I thought he just loved Charlie Chaplin.
Like I said, I don't think that's going to come back.
I was at a large sporting event, and a guy walked by in a baseball cap and a Hitler mustache, and you could hear the crowd going, as it was like the wave, but with that sound.
Yeah, I mean, even the most, super nut job is going to go, that's really not.
No. That mustache and the name Adolf have forever been ruined.
Yeah.
But what did we find? There's still like 32 Hitler streets in the United States. Wouldn't that be a pretty easy one at the city council meeting?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before we get back to the new slide at the park, I was thinking, could we change the name of Hitler Street? Just a thought.
Yeah, I'd like to get my mail that's, for once not all ripped up. Would that be... Good Lord.
Yeah, I think there might be some realtor going, I got a really nice house.
Can I wake up one morning without trash in the front yard? Is that okay?
It's a great house. I think it's underpriced by about half.
3 bedrooms?
You just can't sell it. I think it might be the address on Hitler Street.
Yeah, you think?
Sorry. Okay, where were we?
Okay, wait a minute. There exists. It's called Dan Burley's Original Handbook of Harlem Jive.
Okay, this is
printed in 1944.
Oh, so this is early hipster talk. I was talking 50s beatnik.
Here's a sample sentence. Listen, babes, you're mellow. Understand? I dug you when you popped in port. You're making the wrong play. I'm your light of day. That square ain't nowhere. I'm the accelerator. You're the moderator. Ain't you got no pressure to spare?
It sounds like, you remember John Candy's character in JFK?
Oh, yeah. You dig? Yeah. You're going to tap dance on your head.
You got the wrong he.
It sounds like
Dick Shawn and the producers.
Yes.
It sounds like when they on the show Dragnet, they would
there's
have...
no pleasing you on this.
You're right. Yes.
Remember on Dragnet, they'd have hippies and...
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Square.
Yes.
We should have Al Jackson guess some of these.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of reverse it for him.
Okay, we'll be talking to Al a little bit later on. Al's more of he works primarily in contemporary hip lingo as opposed to the lingo of the past. But it's interesting. And again, the stuff that lingers and stays, like the word cool, that's here.
Yep. Barbara Billingsley, was that who spoke jive?
Yes, absolutely.
She was very fluent.
It's a great scene that you would, by the way, never see that in a movie made today.
No.
Far too funny. and far too on point.
On the better side.
Okay, I'm sorry. Fortunately, we've had very little sports news today. What else do we have? We got some baseball, baseball playoffs. Did you cover all those?
Tampa Bay Rays are up 2-1 in their ALDS time.
Oh boy, Tampa Bay is just in the catbird seat when it comes to sports. Huh?
Place to be. 8-4 beating of the Yankees yesterday. It was a beating, Josh. Yankees DH Giancarlo Stanton, what a great name, is the first player in Major League history to homer in each of his team's first 5 games of a postseason.
Great homer.
But it'll be asterisk because it's hardly played.
It's all because Tom Brady moved there.
Is that right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Even the
Tampa
baseball
Bay.
team.
Yeah.
Even the hockey team.
Even the hockey team, baseball, football.
Rising waters lift all boats.
Yeah.
Is that?
Tampa Brady.
Well, that's it. And when Tom Brady was in Boston was, the Bruins were winning championships, the Celtics were winning championships, the Red Sox won, so maybe.
Man's good.
Might be something.
Oakland A's forced a game 4. They beat the Astros 9-7. And Houston, the only team ever to cheat in baseball. Rookie Ian Anderson combined with 4 relievers. He's a rookie, a pitcher, Ian Anderson.
Wait a second.
Ian Anderson.
Combined 4 relievers.
Hang on a minute.
Man, I
Dean, can you grab
the
beginning?
Stumbled into this.
Ian Anderson's.
He did a 3.
He knows what you want.
He did a 3-hitter, man. Braves blanked the Marlins 2-0, and the Dodgers finish up 3-game sweep of the Padres 6-5.
I heard a sports guy say, they got out the broom.
Oh, yeah.
There are fans who actually bring brooms when they know there's a potential for a sweep.
They got out the broom.
Shake the brooms at him, man.
See, it took me a while to figure out, I see, it was a sweep. Very clever.
It took me a while.
I saw some fellas, they had the letter D and then what looks like a fence. And I couldn't figure it out. Turns out they were rooting for the defense. Look at that.
How do those guys get that in there? I can't get my wallet into a game.
That was such a Tom Griswold's son sentence. I saw a D and then what looked like a fence.
I don't know what D Pickett is.
I'm sorry. So what was the name of that pitcher again?
Ian Anderson of the Braves.
What a great moment in rock.
Now, Jethro Tull was actually the drummer, right?
No.
It was Ian Anderson on vocals and then Jethro Tull.
No. Jethro Bodine was on drums, of course.
Oh.
Was he?
Yes, later made famous, or prior to that, made famous by the Beverly Hillbillies. What a great song. We'll probably be getting a win bag about that. And I've got some really good email.
Coming up, we got John Daly, world record. A lady with body parts that are setting records. And Australia and white sharks. Don't go down there. Just don't do it. Stay here.
And we have a genuinely great letter regarding this. Coming up, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday morning, October 8th, 2020. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks so much for being here. Dwight Slade and Al Jackson on the way on a Thursday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. A hurricane warning has been issued for a stretch of the northern U.S. Gulf Coast as Hurricane Delta has begun its trek on a path forecast to take it toward Louisiana. The National Hurricane Center said Delta is expected to become a major hurricane again, like it was days earlier before crossing part of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. But some weakening is forecast once Delta approaches the northern Gulf Coast on Friday. This will be the 6th time Louisiana has braced for a possible hurricane in this unprecedented 2020 season. Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic challenger Kamala Harris traded barbs through plexiglass shields Wednesday night in a debate dominated by the coronavirus pandemic. The president himself was back at the White House, recovering from his own battle with the virus. The debate was far more civil than last week's presidential debate. And a great white shark circled to within inches of pro surfer Matt Wilkinson's board before darting away in a chilling encounter captured by a drone off the Australian coast. Wilkinson said he never saw the shark while he was paddling his board, but heard a fin or tail break the water's surface. That drone part of an Australian shark safety system, and it later warned people to leave the water. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Last call announced the barkeep, and then their eyes did meet. Betty the bearded lady and Tom the 4-inch freak. No relation to you, Tom. Tom lowered his voice and made a pass. What are you doing later? Betty thought as she stroked her beard. Nothing, sweet potato. People pointed, jokes were made, but it fell on 4 deaf ears. Tom thrust his tiny shoulders back and ignored the painful jeers. Betty, he said, the world can be such a cruel, unfeeling place. She said, I know, my little pumpkin, and kissed his tiny face. She carried him through the parking lot to the woods that lay beyond. Never before had either felt such an instant common bond. Betty, he said, gazing down at his tiny platform shoe. Tonight I would like nothing more than to make sweet love to you. She said, I'm a virgin. He said, so am I. She said, don't you think that's weird? He said, not really. I'm 4 inches tall and, you got the beard. She pressed him tight against her bosom. He inhaled her perfumed air. He covered her neck with tiny hickeys and stroked her facial hair. The moonlight danced off his cowboy hat. She giggled and she swayed. She undid his tiny rhinestone belt. A cricket looked away. She set him down, unzipped her dress, still tipsy from the booze. She tripped, pulling off her panties, and crushed him with her shoes. Bearded Betty never married. Her mistake sure took its toll. She still owns that pair of shoes, and Tom's still in her soul.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
A tradition unlike any other.
Oh, God.
The Masturbators. This weekend on CBS.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Just want to introduce our guest before we get any farther here. He is a comedian, Tommy Tiernan. Tommy, it's a great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much. Very nice to be here, guys. We have an interesting relationship, I think, with religion in Ireland because the church is kind of on the way out now at the moment.
On Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 76, partly cloudy tonight 52. Plenty of sun on Friday with a high of 80. It's currently 48 degrees.
Who's the action man? It's Josh. Action.
That's right. Action at FanDuel Sportsbook. Let me tell you, these NFL same-game parlays are so fun. They may sound complicated, but they're actually quite simple. Combine multiple bets from one game into a single parlay. This way, the payouts are even bigger. Oh, that's right. When you win, and FanDuel will refund the same game parlay you lose, your first same game parlay, that is, on any NFL game each week up to $10. Check out the same game parlay for this Sunday's Colts-Cleveland game. You'll get $10 back if you don't win. If you don't already have a FanDuel account, what are you waiting for? Use promo code WFBQ. You're going to have a very good time. You must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Terms do apply. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Otherwise, enjoy some FanDuel Sportsbook. You're going to have a great time. Promo code WFBQ.
FanDuel means plenty of action. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here in the big room. The man over there, that's the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby Joke of the Day desk. And guess who's sitting at it? Ace Cosby, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. It'd be rather difficult if you were on vacation. But never mind. Ace Cosby, the OmahaSteaks.com Joke of the Day coming up. There's Chick, there's Josh, I'm Tom, there's Willie. On the big screen TV, it's Pat Goblin. Yep. In a very, very handsome blue shirt. Pat growing out his mustache so we can have a pencil-thin mustache.
All right.
Coming up next week. Wouldn't it be great if we did this as a stunt and he's got the pencil-thin mustache dyed black and
I'm in.
Goes to his hip bachelor apartment complex and some young lady comes up.
Oh,
I just think that's so sexy.
Oh, your,
Not going to happen.
your mustache sure
Right,
is fetching.
that's not going to happen.
Josh, who lives in his apartment complex?
I love your music on the Bob and Tom
He lives
Show.
at Tennessee Williams Estates.
It's called Hot Tin Roof.
It's not even a southern part of the city.
Acres. Pat,
Gosh, darling, I got the Vegas.
Pat lives in a part of town that has been known as the Herpes Triangle for years.
Oh, yeah, our little corner there.
And you got some hot ladies there.
Yeah, there's some very attractive people there. Yeah.
I think maybe like a nice divorcee.
Women,
Yeah, that's not so much an apartment complex as it is an apartment simplex.
A lot going on over
Is that
there.
stage worthy? Should I write that down?
Yeah.
Cat on a hot simplex.
So many whores in my apartment.
I have
You got to open with that.
I have an apology. In my never-ending...
this is about your career choice.
I'm trying to not be a sportscaster. Apparently, the Padres haven't been swept yet. I was doing a Sports of the Future.
No one else does that.
I mean,
show.
nobody else does Sports of the Future, do they?
It's a great show.
Future Sports, Chick McGee.
That's right. Dodgers can. I forgot the word can.
Can sweep.
Finish up a 3-game sweep tonight.
Okay.
They won 6-5.
So get the broom out.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So I apologize, especially to Padre fans who are really, really mad at me.
Okay.
So,
okay.
but, join the club.
Coming up in the show, this sound. Oh, God, I love
What the hell is that?
What is that?
That's
Game
wonderful.
show or something?
No one recognizes that?
Yes, I do recognize it.
I'll
What,
play.
from Car 54, where are you?
No. It's from an American classic. First of all, you've got the great horns.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't make them like that anymore.
I make horns.
Yeah, they still make them.
I mean, songs.
They sure do, yeah. They make people stand up nights making brass instruments.
We just threw some horns on some stuff last Wednesday.
Oh, I bet we did.
Of course you did.
Okay, so that's a surprise coming up. Speaking of surprises,
What is that?
I got what's coming up. This is called the teaser. Josh is going on his fishing trip with his brothers, the 2020 version of the Lake of the Ozarks Arnold Brothers fishing trip.
That's right.
And as promised, I arranged to have T-shirts made, and there's now a photograph of those in the various Bob and Tom social media platforms, Facebook, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, they're going to go crazy.
And all we've asked is for Josh and his 3 brothers to pose on a dock wearing just those shirts and no pants.
Okay, look, you're getting it. All right?
All right.
I am so excited.
Josh, wait, one more thing.
You're so excited about
Front and back.
Yes.
Both sides.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see the famous newscaster, Dick Silhouette.
He's great. He's French.
Dick Silhouette.
Yeah.
He pronounces it Silhouette?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
kinda
sorry.
Yeah, the teaser something. Yeah.
Dick Silhouette sitting in for Dick. It's fine.
Hey, here's something. A great white shark circled within inches of pro surfer Matt Wilkinson's board, his feet, before darting away in what can only be termed a chilling encounter.
Yes.
Have you seen this video?
It was captured by a drone, and the drone is part of Australia's shark warning system, which, as far as I can see, it only They can yell at the guy, yeah, he's right there. The shark's right there. They got a really great view of him getting killed. That's the only thing they can do.
They don't have a drone that'll pick him up off his surfboard?
And this shark is bigger than the surfboard.
Oh, yeah. I saw it.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
The 32-year-old surfer from Sydney said he never saw the shark while he was paddling his board, but heard a fin or tail break the water's surface during his outing yesterday.
So once again, that would be followed by a kerplunk.
Yeah. This was off the...
My bowels evacuated the ocean.
I'm going to do a little something for you, Tom. That was off the tourist town in Australia of Ballina.
Ooh.
How do you spell that?
Ballina.
That's Ballina.
Well. That sounds like a trick you could do in the bedroom. Hey, baby, you ever seen the Ballina? Why don't you sing a little Swan Lake?
Yeah, it sounds like a male ballerina.
Didn't we? And
the Ballina's over there. All right.
Didn't we already? Didn't I asked you not to say anything that says "Hey, baby" in the sentence? And especially with your son here.
Yeah, I really don't like that. The "Hey, baby."
I really don't.
I really don't like that.
Can you tell you? Can you? Maybe your son can learn from you. Can you give him the sexy?
I've learned a lot. I've learned that my dad's an old creep.
So, yesterday at lunch, or where was it? No, somewhere. Kelly goes, I think I should call in the show once a week to verify some of these things.
Oh,
that
that'd be great.
Great idea. We're in.
Yes.
Do it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah.
No way.
How funny would that be?
I can't even believe you mentioned it. Are you insane?
I mean, as a fan, of course, yes. But as your friend, no.
That's what I said. I'll say Josh says no way. You'll leave the room.
You would just get torn through by everybody in this room and by her.
No, it'd be awful. It'd be awful.
It'd be pretty bad.
The secret to this whole thing is that a lot of people don't realize Tom takes more crap than anybody on the show.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And you don't need that extra.
In all fairness, he deserves more crap.
I didn't.
Do you take a lot at home, too? Or is she very sweet to you? And very complimentary.
Christy? We hired Ace because he can turn off microphones. He knows the signal. It could be coming anytime now. I'm sorry. I was really enjoying the sports. Who else swept in the air?
John Daly drained a hole-in-one at a charity golf tournament barefoot.
I saw that.
Oh, wow.
He's extreme. What
He's
a
a cool
guy
guy.
John Daly is. He hit a hole-in-one while playing a charity golf tournament barefoot. Federal Club golf professional Joshua Price recorded the 54-year-old teeing off. John Daly's 54. On the 11th hole at Glen Allen, Virginia, for Monday's Bone Frog Open.
See, it seems like he should be older.
Cheers erupt. He looks like he should be.
Yeah,
older.
like he's been around forever.
Cheers erupted moments later. The ball, it's in the hole. And while he was being congratulated, Daly can be heard saying, that makes 11 of them.
Oh.
He catches himself before uttering an expletive.
He looks good. He's got a beard going, and in this photograph, he looks kind of like Kenny.
Got a beard.
Of course, he looks. No, he looks like Kenny Rogers post-surgery, pre-death.
Okay, that's
yes.
You got it. He's wearing, because he's famous for his line of clothing.
Yeah.
He's got a pair of crazy shorts on, barefoot. But the guy's such a natural.
Yeah.
He's just so good, in spite of him, some of his perhaps
antics.
Yeah.
Speaking of natural, Godwin, what do you got? Your guitar there?
Yeah, little John Daly thing for you. John Daly is the man to beat. 3 beers in, no shoes on his feet. So casual, he's just having fun. Going gambling after a hole-in-one. He's barefooting. Yeah, he was barefooting. Oh, the ball he put in. Ow! After just one swing.
Yeah, this is great. Have you seen this thing? He's having a great time.
Hey, he seems like everywhere he goes, he has a good time.
Yeah, we've talked to him. He's a good guy. And the fact that he's barefoot, just casual, guys he's playing with, He's not at all stiff. Just, hey, have a few beers.
Yeah, it is kind of funny in the video because he seems so relaxed, and then all the guys come to congratulate him, and they just give him like the straightest, whitest guy high five. It's like, yes, great job, John Daly. Yes,
yes,
here.
John Daly.
There we go. My hand to yours. Very fun. Yes.
I was working in Tunica, Mississippi, and every day I'd walk to the gig in the theater there at the casino, and he was there at a slot machine every day in a corner all by himself, big pile of cash.
No kidding.
Coins,
Well, it started with a big pile of cash.
True enough.
I'm guessing, but and he. By the way, have you seen it, John?
No.
He Christy, he takes a gigantic divot.
Oh.
Well, no, that's
Yeah, I know
fine.
they do that.
I mean, but can you divot?
Can I divot?
I can divot.
I can divot.
So I guess we can divot.
Yeah, we can all divot.
Oh, my God.
Actually, no, I don't really divot.
You know what? If I say I can divot, can we stop this?
Never see my golf
I can
swing.
divot.
I don't
He can
divot.
Right. You can divot. She can divot.
We can divot.
Can you divot?
Yeah, we can divot.
Ace, can you divot? No.
You know what? I'd rather hear almost anything you play constantly, other than I can dig it. We can. I don't know why that irritates me so much.
I love that song.
Not only are they our friends, they're our friends of distinction.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you?
Jammed lyrics into great music.
So you can't dig it.
I can't do it.
You can't dig it.
I can't dig it, but I can divot.
You know what? Now that Chick and Ace have had the bravery to speak up, I also can't dig it.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to say it. I felt like I was being...
Can you dig it, baby?
Very, very Caucasian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that would be impossible.
It is. I don't know what they're trying to do, but...
So you can't dig it, is what you're saying. That's a shame.
I've already said I can't. I won't. I hate you. Get off my back.
For those...
My fake anger about this has got my voice lower. Thank God.
For those about to dig. I can dig it. Okay. Sorry. So sorry.
More sports
Congratulations to John Daly. Playing golf barefoot. It was a big charity thing.
Yeah, good for
He
him.
kind of reminds me of Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
Who's Kenny Powers?
Was that a Showtime?
Yeah, it's Danny McBride's character from the show Eastbound and Down.
Oh, yes.
If you've ever seen Danny McBride in a movie, you've got it, you know?
Yeah.
And also, John Daly has that Ted Kennedy level of hair.
Yes, yeah.
It's like more hair than any man should be allowed to have in his head.
Often mulleted.
Yes. So mulleted and barefoot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a new show.
Starring Donnie Baker.
Tonight at 11. Mulleted and barefoot. Part 2. Well, congratulations to him. And again, it was for a really good cause. So, do you know why he was barefoot, Christy?
No, why?
Well, to be that good at golf, he sold his soul.
Hey!
Wouldn't it be good souls?
Wow.
You get the joke? Can you dig it? Okay, she can dig it. Okay.
Hey, coming up tomorrow, we'll have the shoe of the week. Brought to us by our buddies at Napa. Did you know that?
All right. Speaking of Napa, this month Napa, they've gotten together with AAA to get you 20% off almost everything online or at your favorite Napa Auto Parts store. We're calling this the Savings Dream Team. The team consists of AAA, which you should be a member of, and Napa. Grab your AAA membership card, head to any local Napa Auto Parts store, or shop online at napaonline.com and get 20% off today, and not just today, all the way to Halloween. That's right, 20% off the regular great prices at Napa with a valid AAA membership card. This offer ends October 31st, 2020. From Napa, where they've got, of course, quality parts, helpful people, and Napa know-how. I'm not sure how, but I got a feeling Donnie Baker's going to be calling. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears, and Nick Foles is the quarterback currently for the Chicago Bears. So that's Thursday night football, the matchup. Tom Brady in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform. If you haven't seen it yet, we're into week 5. What have you been watching? But tonight you'll get your chance to see Tom Brady as a Buccaneer taking on the Bears in Thursday night football. And we'll have more details coming up in sports with Chick McGee right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Filming on the new Jurassic World movie starring Chris Pratt has been suspended for 2 weeks in the UK because of COVID-19 cases on set. It was reported there were a few positive tests for the virus. Individuals then tested negative shortly after, but filming will be pausing for 2 weeks regardless. Universal Pictures also announced the release of Jurassic World Domination has been delayed till June of 2022. Sean Diddy Combs is dangerous, so is Mariah Carey, but neither as dangerous as Anna Kendrick. The virus software maker McAfee says Kendrick tops its list of the most dangerous celebrities to search for online for 2020. Searches for Anna Kendrick can result in malicious websites that can install malware onto your devices. You've been warned. And for the first time in about 3,000 years, Tasmanian devils are returning to mainland Australia. No, not the cartoon doppelganger that meat-eating marsupials really are a big deal in Australia. Several factors have forced them to migrate from Australia to Tasmania, but now a conservation group's been releasing batches of the little devils back into the Australian wild. The 11 most recently released began exploring their new home at a wildlife refuge in New South Wales almost immediately. Conservationists have been trying to boost the devil's population for years. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't you wish there was a pill you could take where you could instantly be able to play the guitar? Just like Eddie Van Halen, or B.B. King, or Segovia. And each of the various styles of these different guitar players will be represented by different kinds of pills. Like, for example, let's say if you wanted to play like Eddie Van Halen, there'd be these bright red gelatin capsules you could take. And the B.B. King pills would be dark blue, and they'd be called blues. For obvious colloquial reasons. And they would ideally be washed down with a pint of early times. And the Segovia pills would be these little tiny brown pills, but they'd be the most powerful pills of all, because he's really the best guitar player when you stop and think about it. I mean, that Spanish classical stuff's really hard to play when you're drunk. You could take one of these pills and be able to play just like the guy on the label, like for, let's say, like 3 hours. Like if you were at a party, or if you wanted to impress your girlfriend, or maybe if you wanted to impress your parents, let's say, if they were just kind of undecided about you. And you wouldn't have to suffer for your art, and you wouldn't have to pay dues, and you wouldn't have to worry about practicing all the damn time, and you wouldn't have to worry about getting screwed over by a bunch of club owners and managers, or having your gigs get downgraded to small comedy clubs. And you wouldn't have to worry about having your kids hate you and your wife leave you because you're practicing all the time, or worrying about getting arthritis or dying in a plane crash, or all the crap that goes along with getting that good. Just take one of these pills and be able to play great instantly. Wouldn't that be neat? Well, I actually happen to have one of those pills on me right now.
Cool.
Really?
Okay, good. Want some water? Okay, go ahead, swallow it.
Wow.
Eddie. On acoustic, even.
Wouldn't that be great? There's a pill like that. Wouldn't that be neat? But there's not.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
7:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct. Thank you very much. Christy has a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 76, currently clear in 46.
Thank you very much. Listen carefully. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The master of the joke couldn't be here, but wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Ace Cosby, the master of the joke, is here with us. It's the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up soon. Remember, some jokes are well done, bad jokes are rare, but Omaha Steaks is no joke. There's Chick, there's Josh, I'm Tom, that's Willie G, Patty G through the glass, and Christy Lee, the lady of the house, is right over there, and she is sitting at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. We're talking sports right now. At this point, could I interrupt a sportscast?
I can't think of any way to stop you.
If you don't mind. Josh is the hockey fan in the room.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And did you hear about the Alex Trebek thing?
I did. Mm-hmm.
The cameo that Alex Trebek did for the NHL
Okay,
draft.
now let the record show we're talking about the NHL draft because you brought it up.
Well, no, I'm a big Alex Trebek fan, and I think this is
Would you like to see the chart on where the NHL draft is in popularity?
Didn't you make fun of it for being so boring yesterday?
Except for the part with Alex Trebek, which is, how about some audio?
The Senators have enlisted the services of a special guest who also happens to be a graduate of the University of Ottawa.
Here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy. Our category today is the NHL. And here is the clue for you. With the third pick in the 2020 NHL Draft, the Ottawa Senators choose this player.
Well,
who is?
He didn't even
The correct
say.
response, who is Tim Stützle?
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Who?
Tim Stützle.
The Studmeister.
I'm sure he's very good.
The Toaster Strutzel.
They call him the Toaster.
The Toaster
If they don't, they should. He's the Toaster. I like that very much. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very cool.
You go, Alex.
I guess.
You go. All right.
It's funny. Sajak is a big hockey fan too. So Trebek and Sajak. Do you think they get around and or they hang out and watch
at the
games?
Merv Griffin Corporation meeting? Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Well, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
In your honor, John, how did your team do in the draft?
Some good prospects. I'm excited about it. Okay. Good. Got a left winger. The first pick, it was left winger.
Oh,
you really want to get into this?
that they drafted the senator from. Never.
There we go. The late Barney Frank. Yes.
No, Mr. Frank is still alive. I was going to say Bernie Sanders.
No, Barney Frank died, didn't he?
No, he's alive.
I think you're wrong on that.
Unless he died last night.
And I think the Padres got swept, okay? If you want to get into it.
Neither of them. Could we? Now I'm actually begging you to get back to sports.
This is technically a world record, kids.
World record.
A teenager in Texas has set the Guinness World Record for having the world's longest legs of a female. And yes, she does. And
well, I'm not sure she knows how to use them. How old is she?
17.
Oops. Well, it depends what state you're in for that to be legal.
Macy Curran, M-A-C-I, he's right about that. Her left leg measures 53.255 inches.
That's taller than you, Christy.
While her right
Almost.
leg measures 52.874 inches.
We got a picture of this.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, boy. Those are. She got legs. Wow.
And from that angle, of course, that's why they took the picture that way.
Huh. She's tall.
Yeah, how tall is she?
6 feet 10.
Wow.
Holy hell. Yeah, she's 6'10".
Jeez.
She looks 6'10". I mean, she looks tall.
She's a tall drink of water.
Mm-hmm.
6 feet 10 inches tall. The 17-year-old legs make up 60% of her total height.
Wow.
Man.
Her feet are in a different time zone. Those legs are They were really long.
No heels for her.
No. The heels, she get rained on if she wears heels, okay?
And I thought
She's up there. What? No.
It's no. I thought the Irishman was long. Ooh.
Yeah.
Those legs.
That's a long flick.
That's a long movie.
Buying clothes for her is a tall order. Slash and cut off.
She plays for her school's volleyball team. Said she wanted to go after the record to inspire tall people around the world to embrace their height.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She said, I hope that tall women can see.
Clearly now?
I said, I hope the tall women can see. See, you can't hear her because she's way up there. Being tall is a gift, and that you shouldn't be ashamed that you're tall. You should really embrace it.
And the record for number of legs, still 2 for humans, right?
Yes, in terms of there may have been some.
There was that O.J. Simpson dingo ad back in the.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up someone from the world of pornography.
I see.
Is there like 3-legged Ted or something?
On the tripod.
Some
Like
freak.
Ted.
Starring 3-legged Ted.
Yeah, she's.
In the future, the teen she hopes to go to college and achieve the record for being the world's tallest professional model.
All right.
So there you go. Oh, look, we got another world record, Tom. Stupid Two. Minnesota woman has set the Guinness World Record for most ground-to-chest burpees in an hour.
Oh,
Not easy.
no.
Once again, I don't know, 2 years ago, I found out what a burpee was.
It's similar to a squat thrust.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
What's the distinction now?
That's what they are.
So you're standing, you go
squat
down flat.
Then you kick your legs out into a plank, and then you come back and stand up.
Yeah, they're really hard to do.
How many did you do?
Stephanie Tennyson began training last November, and after doing 1,500 every week for 10 months, she performed 36,000.
What?
In preparation for the record attempt on September 11th.
Oh.
She set the record with 715 burpees in 60 minutes.
Okay, still so impressive.
I couldn't get up and down from a chair that many times.
You make the noise yet? You always have to make the noise when you get up. You get up out of the chair. Yeah.
I want to be able to get up and out of a chair.
What?
That's important.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I couldn't get it. Could you get up and out of a chair 750? How many times?
No,
what is that per minute?
That's like doing 716 squats.
Well, that's what, 350 or so in 30 seconds. So that's 175 in 15 seconds. So that's.
I think your math's slightly off. But
okay, fine. I think it's
good for her.
We have audio of her doing these burpees.
Oh, really?
Here we go. Only 700 more.
Now that's a burpee.
That's nice. My 4-year-old just emailed me that joke. She wanted to hear that, so thank you.
Oh, good.
Much appreciated.
I'm glad she enjoyed it. I'm here to.
Now we do have some mail I wanted to get to before we complete sports.
Okay. It's not from a Padre fan, is it?
No. This we have had a number of fascinating things happening on the show recently, and some of them might be called running gags.
Emphasis on gag.
Yeah. Well, first off, we were discussing the fact that Mr. Godwin has managed to hit a number of deer with his various automobiles.
2 in 1 year, yeah.
In the last year and a half, I have hit 8 deer. I deliver newspapers for a living in Dubuque, Iowa, so hitting a deer is no joke.
Man, oh man.
Dark out there. Be careful. That comes to us from John Hartman.
Hi, John.
And then this is from Dan in Nicholasville, Kentucky. It comes with a photograph.
Yeah.
Dan writes, my indoctrination is complete. I found this vinyl record in my local Goodwill store. At first I laughed, ignored it, and walked away. Then it was playing over and over in my head. I am now home, regretting that I do own a working record player. Yes, I have played it. I guess all is lost. And of course, what he found was the Dean Martin record entitled Houston.
You know,
That's
I
slightly
almost
sped
forget.
up.
Almost forget the way the record sounds. We've been playing the sped up version so
well, it's
much.
the running gag to make it just last a little bit less. We've taken the liberty of speeding it up. So.
You know, this is ruining other songs with the name Houston in it. I was listening to Truckin' by the Grateful Dead, great song, and they go, Dallas has the soft machine in Houston. Everything I do, it's chasing me.
Houston.
Okay, well, you're all welcome. Thank you very much. Now, So thank you for the. How do you send us letters, by the way, Josh?
Oh, you can use the mail if you want.
Bob and Tom got.
Oh, you want some specific things?
In this old town.
There you go.
Write us at Bob at bobandtom.com.
Well,
This is a great song.
Yeah, it is.
Always like it.
And this is the title track to the album.
Sure.
It is?
Yeah.
Here comes.
Back to Houston.
And on a sadder note, Whitney is in the news.
Okay.
You see my mouth agape, right?
Oh, boy.
And Barney Frank is still alive. He's 80.
I think you can find anything you want on the internet.
World War II.
We don't deal in facts anymore. It's just whatever you feel. In your opinion, he's alive. That's the important thing.
Whitney Houston's estate has sought to block a hologram of the late singer. According to TMZ, the hologram was originally created to appear on The Voice, and though it never aired on the show, the hologram was leaked last week. Alki David, whose company designed it.
Not Alki, Holic.
A-L-K-I. Is that Alki?
I know a guy with that name.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Seltzer?
Is his name like Alkaline or something?
It's Greek.
Huh.
That's his name, Alki. Yeah.
Alki David, whose company designed the hologram, believed he was allowed to use it on Scott Storch's variety show, but Houston's estate claims it did not approve of the release. Legal documents obtained by TMZ indicate a judgment signed in July of 2018 terminated the license agreement and contract between David and Houston's estate. They argue David had no legal standing to rebuild or rebrand the hologram.
These things are so creepy. Did you ever see this?
I love that defense, though. I thought I could use it.
Thought I could use it.
Well, apparently they weren't upset with the way the hologram looked. They were more upset with the fact that it was performing Splish Splash, I Was Taking a Bath.
Or appearing on The Voice.
Hey, that wraps up sports. And, of course, yes, here's the sound of pandas yelling.
I thought you were going to go with she put the gram and hologram. But no.
Never mind. That's sports.
Hologram or hologram?
I can't even think.
Is it hologram?
Yeah, I think so.
But have you ever seen one of these things where they take it? They did.
Yeah, I saw the Tupac one a couple years ago at Coachella. I don't like this. This reminds me of the same thing as like the James Dean putting him in a movie. I think that you should just kind of let people go and.
Yeah, it's creepy, and then it's not really the person anyway. They have someone that gets up there and dresses up and does all the moves, and then they put the face on them. Super creepy. But didn't they do a tour?
I think
Did
so.
like Roy Orbison and Buddy Holly or something?
Are you going to do that with one of us?
The Chick McGee hologram.
Turn us into a hologram?
Everything's recorded. You just push a button and then put a face over here, a guy in a chick mask.
Ugh. I haven't thought of that. I'll have to call my friends, see what the kind of price tag this is going to be. We wouldn't need health
insurance. Would you like us to do that?
Yeah.
I don't.
So you know who would love this? Hologram chick would love this.
Hologram. Oh, man, he's so funny. Much better than the old chick. This hologram chick really gets it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Is that officially the end of sports?
Yes, that's sports. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
Kind of a sports note. Belgian circus students are getting back into the swing of things. Their school just reopened. After closing in March, the ESAC International Circus School in Brussels reopened with new measures in place to limit exposure as students resume their training.
Well, thank goodness.
While the pandemic has highlighted the uncertainty of the students' futures, circus teacher Sylvia Ubieta said that they are excited to come back to work on a regular basis.
Yeah, but they got different protocols. You're only allowed to have 10 in that little car.
Okay, yeah.
Because the traditional 20
certainly
problematic.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and of course they've switched to holograms for the animals.
Keep it with our theme.
They're all CGI. Thank you very much.
When your trapeze partner's a hologram,
that's problematic.
Whoops. Yeah, that's when. Yeah, that first lesson in gravity.
Just be the catcher. That's
right.
Is a bear. Speaking of bears, we got some really cool bears in the news.
Is today the day I can hear Pat's song?
What's up?
That I've been requesting for 3 weeks.
Sure. I guess. Oh, which one is it? Oh, I know the one.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You ready, Pat, for that one?
Now?
No.
Look at him.
Yeah, what the hell? I want to sing your John Daly song again. I really like that one.
I could do Whitney Houston for you.
You can?
Oh, all right.
Okay.
She, before she passed away, she was doing commercials. A lot of rock stars taking their old catalog and making some money off of it. Whitney Houston for Hooked on Phonics. And sometimes why too? That's that little bit thing there for you.
That was lovely.
A little thing there for you.
A little thing there for you. I thought I was going to do it before. I thought maybe it wouldn't work.
Nice little tribute. Coming up, a really cool story from the world of history. Very, very cool story.
All right.
And because
very cool.
Oh, I just think this is fascinating. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It involves President John Tyler. Okay.
Not often talked
about.
Yeah.
No.
But you don't remember the famous John Tyler's phrase?
Sure.
Willie, you don't
Everybody
remember?
does.
John Tyler's phrase?
Yeah.
And twins. Wasn't that him?
No.
No. Then I got nothing.
Tippy Canoe
And Tyler too.
Oh, I knew that actually. Yeah, I knew that from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. Well, it's a famous phrase in history.
What does it mean?
Guess you missed that day at school.
Well, Tippecanoe.
Look at that. None of you know.
Tippecanoe invented
the
watercraft.
Yes, that had the thingy out there on the side.
The thingy on the side,
over.
The thingy on the dinghy?
No, the thingy on the dinghy.
dinghy.
You're familiar.
It's the,
certainly.
Make it preambulate down the.
I'm trying to think. He's most famous, I think, because he bought Texas.
He did?
Yeah.
I think Tyler had the bushy sideburns.
But we have really cool breaking.
Oh, God.
John Tyler presidential news.
Okay.
It's not every day that this is the kind of teaser. No one's going anywhere now.
No.
And I have found Chick's request.
Okay, good.
I'm ready
we got
whenever
that,
he
and
wants
we got some music coming up in a matter of moments. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, just a reminder, if you missed today's show or you'd like to see it again, we'll have an afternoon replay for you. We call it Bob and Tom's All-Day Replay, hosted by Christopher, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball playoffs in the American League. Oakland forces a fourth game, beating Houston by a score of 9-7. Houston holding a 2-1 lead in that series. Tampa Bay over the Yankees 8-4. They lead 2-1. National League Series, Atlanta leads the Miami Marlins 2-1 after blanking the Marlins last night 2-0. And the Dodgers sweep the Padres, a 3-game sweep. They win last night 6-5. And the NFL investigation into how Tennessee turned in the league's first COVID-19 outbreak found several specific incidents of the Titans possibly breaking protocols dealing with the pandemic, according to a person with knowledge of the probe. Also, the headmaster of a private school in Nashville confirmed to reporters that several Titans, including quarterback Ryan Tannehill, practiced there just one day before the NFL postponed